Whatever your opinion of the Picard series, they clearly have put a lot of work into Romulans and the Romulan culture. As a hardcore Romulan fan, I think at least this aspect of the show has been done pretty well. And yes, perhaps in a move that is pure fan service, they have brought back the original Romulan bird of prey. Of course, it is referred to as an antique, as it should be. And this bird of prey is not the same model seen in the original series. The hull itself is very much spot on, however. The original bird of prey was very likely refit in the same way the original Enterprise was in the motion picture or movie era. Rather than the light gray color of the original, this bird of prey is green like most Romulan ships in the 24th century. It has very different, perhaps upgraded engine nacelles, much more detailing and plating in the hull, and thrusters on the edge of the wings and back of the ship. It still retains a feathery paint scheme like the original underneath, although we don't get a very good look at this. A long time ago, I actually threw together my own vision of a refit bird of prey, as you can see here. This was quickly thrown together, however, and I have since lost the model. Perhaps I'll find it. Feel free to see a full-sized image at the DeviantArt link in the description below. This antique could be as new as the early 24th century, and even then it's not a stretch to see this design still in widespread use. Since the Star Trek producers often didn't have the budget or the motivation to design new starships, they would reuse things like the Miranda, the Excelsior, Klingon bird of prey, and even the old Katinga, all of which would all be considered antiques, having been in use for over a century. Now, judging by what we see from the fight with La Sirena, this bird of prey is fairly different in not only appearance but weaponry. We see this bird of prey only using 2 forward-firing disruptors. It's possible that the original also had disruptors, however it was designed around the plasma torpedo launcher as the primary weapon. It appears that this Warbird doesn't have a plasma launcher, which is too bad. The plasma weapon in the original series was terrifyingly powerful, and in most lore plasma torpedoes have homing ability. It would have been really cool to see La Sirena trying to outrun or evade a plasma torpedo. Instead, for this space battle, we pretty much got the same old generic space dogfight without any interesting tactics. But it would seem that the shields of this bird of prey are somewhat weak. With a few shots, La Sirena and 7 of 9 ship were able to slice off the nacelle. I liked how the old Warbird kept firing anyway. The damage looks like a pretty clean cut, so I honestly hope the Romulans are able to retrieve the nacelle and patch this thing back together so that we can see the ship again. When I first saw the trailer with this ship in it, I was hoping that this old variant would be Picard's hero ship rather than what we got with La Sirena. What better off-the-book ship would there be? If Picard put so much effort into evacuating Romulan refugees, you'd think that he has some Romulan friends or connections who would have gladly hired out their services. Either way, even if it was fan service, it really is nice to see this old bird in action. Well, that's all I have to say about this for now. Thank you for watching, Space Friends, and be sure to comment to share what you think about this ship. Also subscribe, like, share, and until next time, Space Friends.